Presidential Joe Biden has just dropped out of the presidential election. He should have exited the stage during Trump's speech at the Republican National Convention to upstage a man who rarely gets upstaged. What will America do now? Will they support Kamala Harris or someone else? My choice, Al Gore. Watch that video for the whys and hows. Isn't it all getting to be too much? We live in an age where the relentless bombardment of information and misinformation has left us all a little lost and confused, and frankly overwhelmed. The January 6th Capitol riot stands as a stark reminder of the dangers of unending gun violence and of the chaos that can ensue when lies about stolen elections are believed and acted upon by a misled populace. And lies about climate change are believed by too many, as are the lies about a stolen election. The ensuing months of heat waves and a whirlwind of political strife, with former President Trump facing multiple convictions and even a shocking and horrific assassination attempt. Meanwhile, President Biden's performance at the debate has been met with mixed reactions, with most experts and pundits suggesting he should dropped out weeks ago. American politics doesn't need to be a political action thriller, does it? We just want some sense of normalcy and a guaranteed quality of life. Biden's performance at the debate and the constant will he, won't he has been draining half of the nation. Climate change, foreign wars, inflation, cost of groceries, healthcare, education, constipation. We're all sick and tired of what these so-called leaders are doing and saying. We voted for you. Pass the laws that will be good for all Americans and stop your incessant bickering. We are inundated with crises on every front. Climate change threatens our planet's future. Threats of further wars, inflation, and the rising cost of things like groceries, healthcare, education, and retirement. Leaders and people on both sides of the spectrum in league with interests not our own. Systems struggle to meet the needs of our citizens. We elected them to pass laws that benefit us. Yet many of them, their actions often seem more self-serving than altruistic. At this moment, the disarray is not limited to one party or ideology. It spans the entire political spectrum. The result is a populace that feels increasingly disconnected from the political process and disillusioned with those who are supposed to represent them. The consequences of this political theater are far-reaching. Climate change, once a topic of scientific discussion, has become a political football. Urgent action is needed to address the catastrophic impacts of global warming, yet meaningful legislation is stalled by partisan gridlock while many Americans struggle to make ends meet. Our healthcare system, already under pressure from the pandemic, faces further challenges as political battles over healthcare reform continue to rage. Education, the foundation of our future, suffers as schools and universities grapple with funding cuts and policy shifts. There aren't enough homes in America, or services, or clean air and clean water and clean land and safe streets. We've had enough. Amidst all this, we feel overwhelmed and underrepresented. Thank you for watching. My channel, known as the Renaissance Spirit, is dedicated to the pursuits of a just, equitable, and humanitarian world, and how and why we all need to be the solution to the issues facing us today. Video topics encompass areas including history, politics, religion, personal development, society, culture, social and environmental justice, and other topics of liberal arts and sciences, including ancient Rome and the Roman Empire, which is a great comparison and contrast of the modern world. Topics perfect for the true modern and egalitarian polymath. A person with an open mind and the thirst for truth in its many forms and disciplines. A journey through knowledge, reason, and time. The Renaissance ushered in a golden age in the pursuit of knowledge, knowledge both lost to time and yet to be discovered. It gave birth to the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason and the Age of Humanism. Embracing truth, knowledge, and an understanding and compassion for humanity and our shared history opens up the world to each of us individually and collectively, enhancing our stewardship of the earth and our relationships with one another. Living the Renaissance spirit means engaging with history not as a distant past, but as a living dialogue, constantly informing and enriching our present, and the Renaissance spirit is a reminder of our dialogue with the future, our progeny and posterity, our legacy. Will we grant them a future free from fear of climate change and tales of the end of democracy? Will they admonish us for our sins and omissions, or will they remember us fondly as saviors of humanity and the natural world? Please take the quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. The Renaissance spirit, more than just a philosophy or style, but a style for living, learning, growing, and thinking. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. If you're looking to explore and experience life in the steps of the true masters of the Renaissance and free thinkers throughout our past, present, and future. So, dear traveler through time, let us continue this journey together, finding inspiration in the stories of those who came before us and those who come next, and forging a future guided by equality, wisdom, and compassion. Live the Renaissance spirit